All right, so we've talked about the first two types.
Right.
Now we're moving on to our third type, which I think is a combination of the first two.
Right. So I don't have it here now, but the one that started it really was the rabbit.
Because of that whole Sex and the City
Right.
thing.
Well, the rabbit was before that.
No, but
Sex and
then
the
they
City.
made it popular.
Right. So the rabbit is basically something that is used both internally and has these little rabbit ears for external stimulation. And they come in all kinds of shapes. In fact, this is a rabbit that doesn't look like a rabbit at all, but as it curls in, it goes against your labia and your clit and internally.
Oh, wow.
That's called the royal curve.
Okay.
For many good reasons. Some of them don't necessarily need to have ears. They can just have a little bulge. And so the rabbits now come in all different kinds of
shapes and sizes.
And the point of them is to give you dual stimulation.
So which is the best is my question.
You know, the same thing with any of these sex toys is there is no one particular best one. It depends on you and it depends on your body type because, for example, the distance between your clits and your vaginal opening is going to be different. The width of your pubic bone, how much pressure you need, where your G-spot sits, how deeply you feel you need to be penetrated. It's all personal. And so the problem is that, you know, when you want to buy your first sex toy, do you want to spend lots of money figuring out on
That's
really
what I was going to
expensive
ask
sex
you.
toys? Right.
It's expensive to try
them
all
out.
them out.
So in a way, I would say if you're like absolutely new to sex toys and you don't know where to start, then either start with a very small little clitoral, like high-grade, nice clitoral vibe, or then go to like your sex toy stores, the ones that are a little bit grimy. You pick up, or you can get online, get a nice little cheapie, pop a condom on it, see what you like, and then it'll start giving you a better idea of what you're looking for, what size you're looking for, where you want to reach, what you want to try out. And certainly if you've never had an orgasm and you're scared maybe of penetration, absolutely start with the clits.
All good advice. Now we're on to the fourth type.
Right, so partner sex toys have become really big lately. Obviously you can use all of these sex toys with your partner. It's solo play or partner play. But what's become really big, and I think thanks to the Wii Vibe, are partner sex toys, of which most of them, when it comes to the vibes, will look roughly like this. And so the idea is that you will insert this, and this will inside of yourself, and this will rest over your between your labia, like so, and reach your clit. And then he will insert underneath there. And so, does it make sense?
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay, so he will get some vibe action there, and you'll get the vibe action on your labia and on your clitoris. And so these have become really popular, and a lot of these are used with to greater or lesser success remote controls.
How easy is it for it to slip out during?
Not once it's in, not really. Especially what you're looking for in these is a bigger bump to kind of keep it lodged in. Same over there. I find these ones are a little bit flat because then it becomes a little bit easier to slip out. But once they're in, they're kind of in. The problem is really how this, see I can't even hold it properly, how this kind of moves around this way. So I find that with this particular make, the kind of wider, bumpier make of it or shape of it actually keeps it slotted in a lot easier. And some people love it and some people hate it. Either way, it's a good experience. And I think that it does what it needs to do, which is to get conversation started in the bedroom and to get people laughing about what's happening there as well.
How exciting.
So there's that. Yeah. And then the other one is these. This is when you insert a little egg. Also, this is only one kind. You get tons of other kinds.
Right.
You pop this in, your partner has the remote, you go shopping, you go to dinner, and then he pops it on and plays with it. And you're the only person who can feel it, obviously. So little surprise elements.
Have you used that one before?
I have, and I always find, I find the sex toy companies really want to impress and get sales, and so they come up with like bigger and more impressive ideas all the time. Remote controls, aerodynamic, flip it around, using the power of your mind. And the fact is that a lot of the gimmicks don't work as well as they try and sell them. So the remote works fine as long as you are sitting absolutely still and within, you know, a little 2 meter radius,
Okay.
and there aren't people in between you, and you're not wearing a lot of clothes. The further you move away, the less successful it is. Saying that, I think it depends on where you are and what your situation is. And again, I'm not sure what a vibe on the inside really does for
Yeah.
anyone. It's more kind of like giggly and ticklish and interesting and funny, and in unique ways to kind of build intimacy in a boring situation.
Yeah.
But I think that's where the value lies again, you know. And then also cock rings, like vibing cock rings. Whoop, whoop. You pop this on, you put the vibe on, and then this goes against your clit, and this goes around his cock.
Okay.
And you use this during penetrative sex, and it is a lot of fun. I will say these are actually easy to find. You can get them everywhere.
I think you even can find them in
And
clicks.
it clicks, yeah.
Yep.